Welcome back to Coins Numismatic Series, where we explore the fascinating world of coin collecting and numismatics. In today's episode, we'll dive into three incredible coins from the Washington Quarter Dollar series. The 1969 D Washington Quarter Dollar coin, the 1966 Washington Quarter Dollar, the 1967 Washington Quarter Dollar, and the 1969 Washington Quarter Dollar. Each of these coins has a unique story, significant historical context, and interesting details that make them a must-have for collectors. Let's get started. 1969 D Washington Quarter Dollar coin. The 1969 D Washington Quarter is a remarkable piece in the history of American coinage. Struck at the Denver Mint, this quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. The late 1960s marked a time of significant change for U.S. coinage. The Coinage Act of 1965 had eliminated silver content from quarters, replacing it with a copper-nickel-clad composition. By 1969, the minting process was still refining its techniques to produce durable and visually appealing coins. The 1969 D quarter represents an era when the United States was adapting to a new standard in its coinage system while balancing the demands of a growing economy. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. Washington's profile is rendered with fine details, including his tied-back hair and prominent facial features. Above his head is the word Liberty, while the phrase "In God We Trust" appears to his left. Below the portrait is the date 1969, and the mint mark D is located just above it, indicating the Denver Mint. The reverse showcases an eagle with its wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows and flanked by olive branches. This design symbolizes strength and peace. The words United States of America curve along the top rim, while the denomination quarter dollar is inscribed at the bottom. Between these inscriptions is the phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning out of many one. The Denver Mint produced approximately 114,372,000 quarters in 1969. While this number is substantial, many of these coins entered circulation and were heavily used, making high-grade examples more desirable for collectors. The value of the 1969 D Washington Quarter largely depends on its condition. Circulated examples typically hold a value close to their face value, but uncirculated coins, or those with a high grade from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch between $10 and $50. Coins in MS-65 or higher grades, particularly those with a full strike and minimal surface marks, can sell for significantly more. Collectors often seek out error coins for their rarity and uniqueness. Known errors for the 1969 D quarter include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and coins with misaligned dies. These errors can significantly increase the coin's value, depending on their severity and visual appeal. 1966 Washington Quarter Dollar coin. The 1966 Washington Quarter Dollar holds a special place in the history of U.S. coinage. It was minted during a transitional era following the removal of silver from circulating coins. As a result, it was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, replacing the 90% silver quarters that had been standard until 1964. This change was a direct response to the rising cost of silver and the growing demand for coinage during the 1960s. The obverse of the 1966 quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of Washington's birth. The reverse displays the familiar image of an eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below, symbolizing both strength and peace. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint struck an impressive total of approximately 821 million quarters in 1966. These high production numbers make the coin relatively common, but certain factors can still affect its value. For example, well-preserved uncirculated coins or those with sharp details are particularly sought after by collectors. Errors and varieties add an additional layer of intrigue to the 1966 Washington quarter. Examples of interest include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and coins with improper cladding, which reveal their inner copper core. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value depending on their rarity and condition. In the current market, circulated 1966 quarters typically hold their face value, while uncirculated specimens can fetch $3 to $5. High-grade examples, especially those graded MS 65 or higher, are worth even more, often ranging from $15 to $50. Collectors also value proof-like specimens and those with unique toning, which can command premium prices. 1967. Washington Quarter Dollar Coin. The 1967 Washington Quarter Dollar shares a similar historical context with its predecessor. It was minted during a period when the U.S. Mint was phasing out silver from coinage and experimenting with new production techniques to meet the rising demand for coins. This coin, like the 1966 quarter, was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition. The obverse features the enduring design of George Washington by John Flanagan, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the date, 1967. The reverse depicts the heraldic eagle clutching arrows and olive branches, a timeless symbol of American resilience and peace. One unique aspect of the 1967 Washington quarter is that it was produced without a mint mark, as part of the mint's efforts to discourage hoarding during a coin shortage. This makes it impossible to distinguish between quarters struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. A staggering 1.5 billion quarters were minted in 1967, making it one of the highest production years for the series. Despite its large mintage, the 1967 quarter remains popular among collectors, especially in high grades. Circulated examples are typically only worth face value, but uncirculated coins can range from $3 to $10 depending on their condition. Coins graded MS 65 or higher can command prices upwards of $25, while those with exceptional luster or unique toning can sell for even more. Error coins from 1967 are a key area of interest for collectors. Common errors include die cracks, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes. The most valuable errors are doubled dies, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misaligned die. These coins can fetch hundreds of dollars depending on the severity of the error and the coin's condition. 1969. Washington Quarter Dollar Coin. The 1969 Washington Quarter Dollar marks another chapter in the history of the series. Like the 1966 and 1967 quarters, it was struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, reflecting the shift away from silver coinage. This composition was specifically designed to be durable and cost-effective for circulation. The obverse design by John Flanagan features a right-facing bust of George Washington, accompanied by the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year, 1969. The reverse continues to showcase the powerful image of the eagle, a design that had been in use since the series began in 1932. The 1969 quarter was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with no mint mark for Philadelphia coins and a D mint mark for Denver coins. The combined mintage for this year was approximately 176 million coins, significantly lower than the output of previous years. This lower mintage makes the 1969 quarter somewhat less common, especially in high grades. Circulated 1969 quarters are generally valued at face value, but uncirculated examples are worth more. Coins in MS 65 or higher can fetch $10 to $50, with exceptional specimens commanding even higher prices. Proof-like coins, unique toning, or high-grade examples are especially desirable to collectors. Errors and varieties from 1969 add further appeal to this coin. Collectors often search for doubled dies, off-center strikes, and other striking errors. One notable variety is the filled mint mark error, where debris in the die cause the D mint mark to appear faint or missing. These errors can significantly increase a coin's value, with prices ranging from $50 to several $100 depending on rarity and condition. The 1966, 1967, and 1969 Washington quarter dollars are fascinating coins that tell the story of a pivotal era in U.S. numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, these coins offer an opportunity to explore the history, design, and artistry of American coinage. Be sure to check your collection for high-grade examples or rare errors, as they could be worth much more than face value. Thanks for tuning in to Coin's Numismatic Series, and we'll see you in the next episode.